Before you book a hair transplant, before you send a deposit, before anyone touches your donor area, there are 7 questions you need to ask. The first 6 can help you spot weak planning, fake promises, and dangerous red flags. But the 7th question? That's the one that reveals whether a clinic truly has your future in mind, or whether they are just trying to close the sale. Most men never ask it, and some of them are still paying the price. I'm Detective Follicle, and today, we're not investigating a failed transplant after the damage is done. We're building the case before you walk through that door, because the biggest mistake is rarely the surgery itself. It's sitting in that chair without the right questions. Let's open the file. Who is actually performing the surgery? Not who appears in the advertisement, not who is smiling in the consultation photo, not who owns the clinic. Who is extracting the grafts? Who is opening the channels? Who is implanting the hair? Because in some clinics, the doctor you see in the marketing is not the person doing the work on the day. Technicians perform the procedure, and the doctor? He just signs the paperwork, and you find out too late. If they avoid giving a clear answer to this question, that is your first red flag. But even if they answer perfectly, you are not safe yet. Because the next question exposes something even more dangerous: how much they are willing to take from the one area you can never replace. Question 2. How many grafts are safe for my donor area? This is where many men get trapped. 4,000 grafts, 5,000 grafts, mega session, maximum density. But your donor area is not a warehouse with unlimited stock. Once too much is taken, the back of your head starts looking thin, patchy, over-harvested, and that damage does not reverse. So don't only ask, how many grafts can you take? Ask, how many grafts can you take safely? That one word changes everything. But even a reasonable graft number can still lead you into a trap. Because the next question is one most men skip entirely, and it is the difference between a result that fits you and one that was built for someone else. Question 3. Can you show me results similar to my case? Not the perfect transformation they show everyone. Not the miracle result photographed under perfect lighting. You need to see cases with a similar hair type, similar hair loss pattern, similar donor area, similar age, and similar expectations. Because a hair transplant result is not copy and paste. And here is something the clinics rarely tell you up front. Even a technically successful transplant can look wrong if it was designed for the wrong person. If a clinic only shows you their best results and never once mentions limitations, that is not proof of quality. That is a sales presentation. Now, we go deeper into the file, because the next question is where most planning fails completely. And it's a failure you might not notice for years. Question 4. What happens if my hair loss continues? A hair transplant does not stop future hair loss. It moves hair from one area to another. So picture this. Your new hairline looks good today. The transplanted hair is growing. You feel confident. But the native hair behind that hairline, it keeps thinning. 1 year passes, 3 years, 5 years, and slowly, an island of transplanted hair begins to appear, surrounded by an empty sea. A good clinic does not only plan your hairline for today, they plan for where your hair loss is going. Because hair loss is not a photograph, it is a timeline. And if a clinic cannot show you that long-term picture, they are not planning your result. They are selling you one. Question 5. How will you design my hairline? A natural hairline is not just a line drawn across your forehead. It has softness, irregularity, direction, age-appropriate placement, and realistic density. But here is the detail most men don't know to ask about. A hairline that looks perfect at 30 can look wrong at 50. If the placement is too low, or the density is too heavy at the front, the result can age badly. What looks great in the first-year photo becomes the thing you try to hide 10 years later. A trustworthy clinic thinks about how your hairline will look not just now, but as your face changes over time. If they only talk about what looks best today, that is a warning sign. Now the investigation gets uncomfortable. Because the next question is the one that separates honest clinics from dangerous ones, and their answer will tell you almost everything you need to know. Question 6. What are the real risks in my case? Listen carefully to this answer, not because you want to hear bad news, but because how they answer this question reveals exactly who you are dealing with. Maybe your donor area is weaker than average. Maybe your hair loss is still aggressive. Maybe your expectations need to be adjusted. Maybe the crown requires a completely different strategy. Or maybe surgery should be delayed. A trustworthy clinic can say those things out loud, even when it costs them a booking. A dangerous clinic only tells you what makes you sign faster. So if every concern disappears the moment you raise it, if every risk is brushed off with a smile, if every answer sounds like exactly what you wanted to hear, ask yourself this: are they planning my result, or are they selling my hope back to me? There is one question left in the file. Most men never ask it, and it may be the most important one of all. Question 7. What is the backup plan if the result is not what I expected? Every clinic sounds confident before surgery. Don't worry, you are a perfect candidate. The result will be amazing. That confidence costs them nothing. The real test begins when something does not go as planned. What happens if the density is not enough? What happens if the hairline needs correction? What happens if shock loss is more severe than expected? What happens if the donor area looks thinner than it should? What happens if you're simply unhappy? Do they explain the follow-up process clearly? Do they tell you what can be improved? Do they also tell you what cannot be fixed? Or do they go quiet once the surgery is finished? This is the question that separates real planning from polished sales talk, because any clinic can promise a perfect result. Only a trustworthy clinic prepares you for the possibility that things may not go perfectly. So before you book, ask who is doing the work. Ask what is safe to take. Ask whether your expectations are realistic. Ask what happens if hair loss continues. Ask how the hairline ages, not just how it looks today. Ask what the real risks are in your specific case. And ask, what happens if the result falls short? Because a hair transplant is not just about getting hair back. It is about protecting what you still have: your donor area, your natural appearance, your future options. And because I do not want you walking into any clinic without this, I created a free checklist with all 7 questions, the warning signs to listen for, and space to write down every clinic's answers. Use it before you contact a single clinic. Use it before you compare offers. Use it before you send a deposit. The link is in the description. Download it. Take it with you. Use it. Because one careful question today can save you from years of regret later. And if a clinic cannot answer these 7 questions clearly, maybe your answer should be no. Because once it's done, there is no second scalp.